and had to make up for it. And Jay said, thank you, by the way, because he was going, well, that means now you got to do 42s, 42s. So we had to do 42s, 42s. I'm here in his little house gym, home gym. And I missed yesterday. So I already did 21s this morning, and I'm getting ready to do 21s again. So I'll add my 42 in. And I don't know what day it is. And that is why I did the challenge for 365 days, because I want to get to where I'm doing this every single day without even having some other excuse, because that is my problem. And that's why I made this challenge up, was to keep rebooting. I want people to know, just keep rebooting. Don't stop. And I have to remind myself of that too. I'm right there with you. So anybody wants to join. All my stealth people, I appreciate you. And the ones that have been posting every day, don't stop just because I haven't been doing it. I'm sorry. And you can motivate me too. You can Jay does. He's like, did you do them? Did you do them? Did you do them? So I really appreciate that. And mine was, I wanted to do it first thing in the morning because I just am, two things, because I'm very ADD and it's really hard to not think about other things that need to be done, and I think about everybody else and take care of I wake up in the morning and just start getting on my computer thinking about, hey, I remember I talked to so-and-so and they're borderline diabetic type 2, and I think I know something that would work for them. Because the other thing that, for you that don't know about me, is I am a pattern person. I notice patterns in everything. Drives me crazy. Yeah. Ugh. Patterns in behavior. And I'm relentlessly thinking about noticing. I don't even think about it. I'll just notice it. And that is my stupid, dirty little dark secret, is just patterns and behaviors. So I notice even mine. I'm not excluded from that. And so I'm always cracking at myself trying to figure out why I do what I do and try to change it so that I'm not living the definition of insanity. And I put a lot of pressure on my friends because I think they should all be doing it too. But who wants to be like this? Do you know, like, the stuff that goes off in my brain all the time? And I thought maybe if I put together a challenge like this, I could motivate other people and help. Because I just have this passion of wanting to matter and make a difference in people's lives. And I want to help liberate people from the struggles that they have. And I think some of the root of that is choosing ourselves. Choosing to take care of ourselves first, so we can be healthy to take care of other people. And then a lot of times it is the root of feeling happy, is when you feel like you can move your body. And we have to live until we're 102. That's what I'm going to live till. So knowing I'm going to live till 102, and knowing that someday I'm going to have grandbabies, I want to be able to hike with them and play with them. I don't want to sit on the porch and drink cocktails with the adults. I want to get out there and kick ball with them. And yeah, so that's part of my goal. And I want to take them on long hikes. And I want to be able to get up without going, ugh. And I want to be able to step up on a ladder and change a light bulb without thinking, oh, I'm going to fall. And I don't want to belong to the group that as soon as you turn into another century, when that happens for people, everyone starts going, oh, I'm so old. Well, I actually hear like 40-year-olds going, well, I'm old now. Well, can you imagine telling yourself that for the next 50 years? And I am a true believer in whatever we put out into the universe, it comes true. Because that's the energy that we're throwing out there. And your brain only knows what you tell it. So if you tell it every day that you can't do stuff, and you find more excuses as to why you can't do stuff, well, then your brain's going to think that you can't do it. And then it just shuts that part out. If you tell your brain that you're too old, or you're too fat, or you're too skinny, or you're too this, or you're too that, then that's what you're going to live. You're going to live whatever you tell your brain. Your brain is just going to follow suit with it. And I know this. And maybe that's why no matter what I go through, I tend to always have that up in me, positive. even in the middle of my darkest times, I dig out of it, call someone. I have a few little code words that they know they better come running because I'm circling the drain. And, but even in the midst of all of that, I still refuse to tell my brain that I can't do things, or that it isn't going to be sunny today, or that, oh, ho hum this, and oh, I hate that, and just always being completely down, because that's what you tell your brain and that's what you believe. And yes, I do have moments of fears and yeah, but at the same time, I flip it back going, okay, what kind of energy are you going to give that? Then figure it out. So for me, my fight or with myself, or struggle, I should say my struggle, I struggle with taking care of just me. And because of always seeing the patterns and always wanting to matter to everyone else, I forget that, yeah, you have to take care of yourself too. Or how can you stay strong for everyone else? Yeah. And yeah, so I'm checking in with everyone. I don't know if that made sense or not. I'm struggling. I'm struggling because there's so much change going on right now, and it's going to make me emotional. And I just want to shoot you real, because I know that I cannot be the only one. And that is one of the other reasons that I did this, was to say that you're not alone and I'm not alone. And the things that gets me through is going, I know I can't be the only person. We have a gazillion people in this world, so there's nothing new under the sun, and I truly believe that. So whatever you're feeling, whatever your experience, whatever your excuses are, they're real and valid, but at the same time, the only one that can change that is you. Right? The only one that can change that is me. And we have to find ways of doing that. And we're super lucky to live in this generation to where we have all of this social media and we can stay in contact with one another. And where I can talk to you and you can talk to me. Yeah, I may not be picking up the phone and I may not live within the miles that you live in, but we can message each other and we can keep each other strong. And that's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to say that you matter, because I know that I matter. And there's a lot of times that it feels super, super lonely. And as happy as I always seem, I still have my fears. I'm scared to death. Like, I've made another move. I've had to reinvent myself again. And the brain does not like that. The brain thrives on familiarity, right? It thrives on comfort. That's why people stay in crappy things, because at least it's familiar. And your brain is attracted to that. It gets a little shot of like dopamine when you see something that's familiar, whether it's walking outside of your door and there's that same rock, or you see the same car go by every day, or you drive the same way to work every day, or that same person says hi, or it's Tuesday and you always do this, or you always see that. Everything in our environment, whether it's smells or sight, sounds, those are familiar things. And when you uproot that and you go somewhere else where it's not familiar, your brain goes into hyperdrive. And that's why a lot of people don't make change, is because they don't understand the science behind it, the neuroscience behind why they won't make those decisions. It is super scary and your brain hates it. But if you persevere through that, then the synapses starts changing and familiars start happening and you set your own familiars again. How many times can I say comfort and familiar? Because it's like it's a drug that keeps you suppressed, or or you push through that and you make changes, but it's not going to feel comfortable and your brain is not going to like it. Same thing with staying active. I want everyone to stay active so that we can move our bodies until we're 102, because that's how long I'm going to live, till I'm 102. So that's why I put this challenge together, was just to motivate each other. And it is going to take 365 days. And for the people that are afraid of 365 days, I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to keep chugging at it. And when I don't post because I haven't put me first that day to do this, to take care of my own self every day first, I'm going to keep plugging at it until it becomes familiar, until I think of what I need to do for my body and myself first. Because I want my life to always be helping other people. And I can't do it if I don't learn how to do this first. So my posting is about that. Join anytime. Come on, talk, message me. But please know that you matter. And please know that I do think about your health and your safety and your mental health, physical health, your well-being. I guess I said safety, but your well-being. You matter. I matter. So when you feel like you're alone, and I tend to do that sometimes too, and you're not. And sometimes we just get trapped in our own heads because our own walls are what we've created. And just stop for a second and look around and look at everything in your house. Everything. It's all you. You created everything in there. And you have the ability to change it and move it, and you're not stuck. There has to be one thing that you can do. And our brain is so always changing, so fluid. You can change it. That set in your ways does not have to be. And I'm a walking testament of that. And maybe that's why I'm so driven about that, because I've had to change and overcome so much that has been imprinted and from experiences, bad experiences as well as good. And yeah, if I can do it, so can you, but it is not easy. So let's just be there for one another. Do your 21s. 3 disciplines that moves your body that we need. Your core is your corset, it's your strength, it's your stability, your legs to be able to step up on a light bulb and keep us independent, where we can step up on a ladder and change a light bulb is my example. Stepping up, stepping out of your car, stepping up out of a chair. Do your legs, and then your arms. You need to be able to push and pull to keep them strong, to move your body no matter what age we get to. So don't give up. Do these things, and what it's going to do, I know, is it's going to open doors for other things that you've been wanting to do. I feel like that's the basics that keeps us pulled back, is that choosing yourself to do this for you, do this for me every day, and to keep this body moving so that we can have a lifetime of whatever it is that you want to do. But I think that's the staple. And then the mental aspect of all of this is being disciplined mentally to do something that you just keep saying that you can't do, you won't do, or you find excuses not to do. I think it's going to train your brain to stick with something and even go back to it when you keep failing. So for me, punching bag, I keep punching and punching and punching at trying to stay in this every day. And I know the outcome is going to be amazing. So stick with it, guys. Okay, girls. See, I said it. Homos, Homo sapiens. Whatever it is, just hang in there, people. Because I really do care. And I know you care as well. And you're not alone, I promise. And I know I'm not alone. No matter how hard it is sometimes. We get trapped in our own heads. Stop doing that. Okay, yeah, sure, I'm going to stop doing that. Anyway, so I'm checking in with you. And I don't know what day it is, but I'll put on a hashtag of what day it is. And maybe my solution to this would be to just always be on 2121 group. And let's start posting things and talking to one another. And ask your friends if they want to join. I don't want to make it feel like this is a challenge you can't come into later. That was just for the $365 for whoever stuck with it 365 days. Yeah. Anyway, that is it. Message me. I am going to do a video. I promise. I've been saying this. I'll do a video of what people have asked me questions, because I'd like to answer some of those. It's been pretty cool to be messaged, and I really appreciate that. A lot of the feedback and just general check-ins. That's been really cool. So let's keep that going, and I will talk to you guys. Okay, that's habit. Maybe after 365 days, I'll find the right talk to you all. Humans, homos, Homo sapiens. Okay, peace out.